I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. There's one other thing that happened this week. It happened yesterday. I actually want to talk about it now because I want to explain a little bit about my methodology and what went on there. All right? So if you didn't see it yet, yesterday I did a stream called DSP Goes Nuclear. What it was I wanted to do something a little different, and it was an experiment. Okay? It was something that I wanted to test the waters on and to see how it would work. For the last year, I'd done zero reacting content besides reacting to game trailers and things like that on this very show, but I hadn't been reacting to anything else, and I used to do a react show for 2 years that had various levels of success. Some people were craving the return of that kind of content, okay? So seeing that basically the landscape was rife with demand, yeah, right, and that there was a unique video that had come out that was this kind of crossover between two detractors of other people, I said, I want to react to this. And so yesterday I reacted to the video that was the detractor reaction to LTG's reaction to the detractor video about Wings of Redemption. I know that sounds messy because it is, and now it's gotten even worse because now there are people who have reacted to that video and people have reacted to the reaction to the reaction. So now there's like a 6, 7 levels of reacting now on the internet, which I knew would happen. So there's 2 things about yesterday's stream. Number one, very much, I wanted to test the waters with this kind of content. I did. I wanted to see what would happen if I just did it out of nowhere. And you might say, well, why didn't you talk about it ahead of time? Because I knew if I talked about it ahead of time, that it would be ruined. The whole idea is to surprise everyone with this, and never saw it coming. No one knew I was going to do that. Shocked a lot of people. And, that's the point. That way people talk about it, people get interested, as opposed to, we already knew about this, not very big deal anymore, okay? So, in regards to all of this, all right, how did it go, and why did I actually do it at the end of the day? Well, how did it go? Well, the views were great on the channel, and what I mean by that is the stream attendance was double my normal stream attendance, outside of the view botting that came and went, because people just tend to be stupid when I do something like this, but it went away, and then I saw, okay, we have over 400 consistent viewers, that's good. The kick viewership as well was double what it normally would be. The engagement was insanely sky high, meaning there was ridiculous amounts of people who were talking during the stream, but it was a lot of trolling. In fact, I would argue it was mostly trolling. What's funny is that yesterday, everyone in the kick chat was saying how much they hated it. This is awful content. This morning, everyone comes in and is talking about it. But I thought you hated it. I thought it was the worst content ever. I thought you never wanted to see me make that content. Then why can't you stop talking about it today? Funny how that works, right? Amongst my actual longtime viewers and fans, it was also a mixed reaction. Many of my viewers don't want drama, and I understand that. We've been through drama many times over the years. We even went through a whole arc of it right there for a little bit. What was it, like 6 months of it? And I know that most of the people who are my longtime viewers, supporters, and fans today just want to see me do gameplay, period. They don't want drama. They don't want nonsense. They just want to hang out and enjoy each other's company and play games and relax and chill. So I get that. Some people thought it was interesting. They actually thought that maybe it was a little different. They thought that maybe that's something that I could delve into every once in a while. To be honest, I haven't heard many people dispute the things I said in that stream. In fact, almost no one has. If anything, what people are basically saying is, nah, Phil did speak truth there, but it's just that it's Phil. So because Phil, give him shit, don't take him seriously, can't give him the W on this one, got to give him an L somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like that. We're always a hypocrite, except, I'm a hypocrite if you believe everything that you're told by my detractors and don't actually watch my content. If you watch the content, you realize I'm not a hypocrite. It's just that they say I am because that's how they make money. But anyway, overall, It was a mixed reaction, but it wasn't an overwhelmingly negative one. So what that tells me is this. I definitely am not going to be doing this kind of content frequently. There's no reason to. I'm good playing games, chilling, running podcasts, and having a good time with my audience. But if ever there's a reason to, you know what I'm saying? If ever there's a reason to bring back this kind of content, there's a good reason, something's going down, I need to interject myself into a situation or give my opinion on something, I can do it. But I can tell you right now, I have to do it in a way that it doesn't get ruined. So it might be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a successful experiment. Now, you heard what I just said. It was a successful experiment. Okay? But it means something else than just an experiment at face level as a piece of content. Because yesterday, folks, was also a different kind of experiment. So everyone out there who's restreaming this, everyone who's clipping this, get ready. Because this is actually what you wanted to know all along yesterday. And I saved this little tidbit of information until right now. Okay? Yesterday's little experiment was conducted for one really sole reason. I wanted to see if I did something, if I would basically get the reaction that I expected. Okay? And so I put the little things in place for the last month and a half to get this to happen and go down the way that it did. I sent DMs to LTG that were completely disingenuous DMs, knowing well that eventually he would leak them, as he's leaked every single DM I've ever sent him. I kept saying no drama, no drama, no drama, no drama to build up the fact that people would say, oh, there's no drama. And then if I did this, that people would react. I was purposefully watching some detractor content from these guys. You were seeing when I was watching videos on my streams and the related, there was like detractor videos, you know, from Lumix and other, you know, LTG detractors. Like all this stuff was already laid out, the groundwork. All I needed to do was pull the trigger on a day when I felt like this is a day that this would work. And so really the opportunity presented itself when this video came out. I was like, oh, an actual crossover video between two detractors. That's interesting. Let me now use this as my opportunity to conduct my experiment. Okay? And so I ran my hypothesis. I laid out the experiment. And ladies and gentlemen, the experiment was a smashing success. Well, what was the experiment? The experiment was that if I tried to actually get a reaction from the internet, that the internet would actually bite. And the answer is yes, absolutely, 100%. So much nonsense on the internet is surrounding me. As I keep telling you guys, I am the center of this vortex. That all I want to do is sit here and play games and chill and have fun. But the internet just waits. They're sitting there outside of the vortex, salivating. Ooh, when's Phil going to say or do something that we can jump on? And so I said, I will give them something. And you might say, that sounds very narcissistic. Well, it is. But the point is, what I say is true. You might say, well, gee, Phil's so full of himself. He thinks that if he does anything, that everyone's going to react to it. Well, they do. I actually am the center of this focus of attention for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. I don't think I'm interesting at all. Being honest with you, I don't think I'm interesting. I think I'm just a normal dude who just wants to play games and hang out with you guys. I don't know where all of this comes from. I never did. I think it's insane that a crazy amount of people hyper-fixate and focus on me to get attention and content, okay? And so I said, you know what? I bet if I reacted to other content creators, if I reacted to detractor content, I bet I could get not just my community, but all these other communities would be involved. And it would be this big thing. But let's see what happens, because it could just be a whole nothing and maybe it wouldn't work. It worked. Folks, all the detractors of all of us are making content. All the fans are making content. Everyone's talking about what just happened yesterday. I can't believe DSP made this content. What do you think? Well, you know, it's kind of hypocritical because he says he doesn't want to be about drama, and now he made a drama video. But you know, the stuff he said in the video is pretty true. Yeah, but he's an asshole about it. He's a dick and blah, blah, blah. Exactly what I planned. Like literally every single thing that I thought would happen happened. We had LTG immediately exploding on Twitter, going on his stream, doing a giant rant about me, dropping the DMs, which were fucking fake DMs that I purposely sent him so he would drop the DMs. I mean, he literally is the most predictable motherfucker on the planet. He's such a simpleton with a simpleton's brain. You can know exactly how he'll react to any situation because he doesn't have like intelligent thought or self-awareness. He just acts exactly like you want him to in every situation. And then on the Wings of Redemption side, exactly as I knew would happen, his little friend circle of players ran to him to tattle. Did you hear what DSP did today? He said these things about you on the stream. We told you he's a dick. We told you. You see what we mean? All of it came exactly into existence as I had planned. 100%. Not even a misstep. It all fired on every cylinder. All the Wings detractors made videos. The LTG detractors are making videos. X blew up. It all happened because I said so. It's pretty scary, don't you think? Pretty scary to know that I played everyone and I just set this entire thing up for a reason. So allow me to end it like this, all right? All you people out there who follow this drama content, and this is all you do, like all you do is you follow people, you hound them, you make content about them, you watch the drama content that others make about people, all right? You're wasting your life, but I can't stop you from wasting your life, but I just want you to understand something. It's a simpleton's game. It can easily be played, it can easily be milked, it can easily be used for gain, for pain, for whatever. Because the people involved in this are not the smartest people on the planet, they're the dumbest, all right? At any moment, I could go into drama and I could easily manipulate the entire community for my own purposes. Or I could just ignore drama forever and stay out of it and also be successful. I can do whatever I want because someone who actually is smart and has talent can do whatever they want. And again, you could say, well, that's narcissistic. Well, guess what? It's fact. It doesn't matter if it's narcissistic or not. If it's true, I performed the experiment. It 100% worked. I proved my point. Now I'm going to go back to doing what I love. But just know that at any moment, I can manipulate all of these simpleton idiots to do exactly what I want and how I planned it. All right? So thanks for watching that garbage content. I really hope you enjoyed it, but I'm not going to be making that kind of content regularly at all. I'm going to move forward and do positive stuff like I intend. And I hope that you understand that. And for my fans who were freaking out and saying, oh no, why is he doing this? I'm not doing it. Don't worry. Like, that's never my intention. It never was. But I wanted to prove a point. I've proven that point. It's very simple. I am the puppet master, and everyone out there in the drama communities are my puppets. At any moment, I can snap, and I can make you jump. I can make you flick. I can make you do a backflip. I can make you say what I want you to say. I can make you do exactly what I want because I know how you think. You're not smart. You're stupid. You're very easy to manipulate. You're very gullible. Every person who's into this garbage drama, you need a life. I can't make you get a life. I've tried to convince you for years to get one. So now, if ever I feel like I need to, I'm going to use it for my own personal gain, and you're going to like it. And that's all I have to say about that. Actually, Koroxy Jr., no, you didn't miss a lot over the past couple of days. It was one stream. Literally one stream of nonsense. And I got it out of my system, and I tested the waters, and I'm like, okay, it worked. And now I'm like, all right, back to normal. And we're all back to normal around here. We're not going to have, any kind of nonsense. All right. So hold on one second because here we go. We got to ban a bunch of people, of course. Here we go. Bunch of trolls, of course, because I started speaking truth. Here they all come. They attack the chat with nonsense. Let's see here. Get rid of this idiot. Here we go. Here we go. Here's another one. All right. You're right. Yes. Pringles fan says you kicked off an orgiastic symphony of detraction. You're right. That's exactly what happened. This giant circle of detractors just exploded because I made that stream. It's just hilarious how easy it is to control all these people. Okay. All right. I'm still taking care of because sadly we didn't have any moderators here. And I'm just taking care of all the idiots who came in with the troll accounts. There we go. Okay. I think I got rid of them all. I mean, there was like 10 of these accounts from like the same person too. I didn't even check on the kick side. All right. Everyone give me 1 second. I think I may have forgotten to open my window because it feels pretty hot. Hold on. The content I want to put out, but at any moment, I can now transition into that if I need to, and I can elicit the response that I want or expect. It's all good. Thanks for $5 there. And then I got another 500 kicks from Joe Hendry Believer. I think detractors are believing in Joe Hendry for evil, and this is very sad. I don't know what these wrestling memes are, but thanks. Super chats. So Chim Char did a $5 super chat and says, your fans wanted Arc Raiders gameplay. Why was it more important to give detractors content yesterday than do Arc Raiders? Because you're lying. You didn't want Arc Raiders gameplay. If you did, you would have been there for Arc Raiders on Tuesday when everyone complained I already did too much Arc Raiders in too short of a time, and to stretch it out more, it was getting boring. You're a liar. You're not even a regular. No one believes you. So thanks for $5, but no, you're full of crap. In addition, I already had announced overnight there was no Arc Raiders, so no one should have been attending that stream expecting Arc Raiders when I had already canceled it way in advance. Okay. And then Chim Char did a $5 super chat. He says, what do you mean you're not doing it? You did it. You literally did it. Instead of Arc Raiders, you're not making sense right now. What are you talking about? No idea. Thanks for $5. I'm just not going to read his messages anymore. He's deranged. Okay. Yes, actually, yes. So Frank Reynolds did a $5 super chat and says, so your point is when you act like an unhinged, narcissistic, obsessed lunatic, people will call you an unhinged, narcissistic, obsessed lunatic. My point is that whenever I do anything, everyone jumps. If I snap my fingers, people report it. All right? And so I have an impact, a ripple effect across the internet for absolutely no reason. And I can even eclipse and include other people in it, whether it's Wings, whether it's LTG or many others. It's just crazy how you act. Not me, because I'm just here to chill and have a good time with games. What's crazy is your behavior. The fact that you react like this to everything that I do. If I pick my nose, it's a video. If I, scratch my ear, did you see he scratched his ear and he wiped it on his shirt? That's a video. That's insanity. That's not normal behavior. You're a weirdo. That's the point I'm making, is that just because I make content or I say something in a video doesn't mean that it's so important, but you are so desperate for drama and content and views that you have to report it like an idiot. No one cares except you and your weirdo obsessed community. That's the point I'm making. And I can now manipulate it however I want, whenever I want, because I'm smarter than you. That's the point I was making yesterday. Thanks for $5. And Princess Luna has gifted our first membership of the day. Thank you so much, Princess Luna. Appreciate that very much. Okay. Good stuff. Thank you, Princess Luna. Really appreciate it. Good to see you here today. And thanks to these people who like to throw me money to say dumb stuff. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I appreciate the money. It's not very smart of you, but hey, I can't make you smart. So who do we got here today? Let's do some hellos, and then we will get into some reacting. I have a lot of reacting that I want to do today. So who do we got today? Bave Lines, Velocity Wins, John Redcorn, of course, Princess Luna, HWT, hashtag Fluffy, CD, Cabal, Raphael is here, Pirovash, Nemesis T-Type, Pepe is here. Although he wants me to admit I fucked up. No, it was all calculated. It's not a mistake when you get exactly the response that you were expecting. Ridiculous. SR Trumbull, how are you? Very good. BRS, what's up? Stormforce Gamer, how are you? Well, Stormforce Gamer, here's the thing. He says, is it worth it if you upset your longtime real fans? But that's the point I'm making. I'm not doing that because I'm not making that content. It was an experiment. It worked. Now I know exactly what I can do in the future if I need to, but I don't want to have to use it. It's kind of like that big red button you have on your desk. Oh, here it goes. Don't make me hit it. Don't make me do it. You see what happens when I do it? All I want to do is play games and have fun. Leave me alone, or I'll hit that fucking button over here. You see? No one, in truth, no one's upset because here's when you would be upset. If I said, I'm doing that all the time now. This is exactly the content I want to put out because look, I got double views. I made money. Everyone talked about me. That would truly be narcissism. That's what actual narcissism is seeking out that level of attention just for the sake that you love attention for yourself. I don't. I actually just want to be left alone and play games with my chill audience. And that's what I intend to do. But the only way you would know what's really going to happen is unless you test it. So there you have it. We saw it. It's all there in black and white. It's been proven. And now we move on. So you don't have to worry. If you're a fan of mine and you like gaming and you're here to chill, you're in the right place. Like I said, it really was just a one-off thing. And now I know that if I need to, I can use it, but I'm probably not hoping to never have to. Okay? So no worries there. Okay. Cool. And then we have Lance Catamaran.